Govindam Virahinami. Oh, Govinda, feeling your separation. I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world of your absence. Ashlishyavapadaраtam pinastu mam adarshanam marmahatam karatu va yatha tatha va vidadhuto lampato matprananathastu sa eva na paraha. I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord, unconditionally. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome once again on the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. We will go ahead and read the 10 offenses to the holy name now. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnavrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. These 10 offenses are to be avoided every time whenever we chant the holy name, and these are written by Srila Vyasadeva and they are taken from Padma Purana as follows. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in the pursuance to the Vedic version. 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And 10 is to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. So, every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome once again to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. We are so fortunate to have each other's association every single day while we last in this material world. I request you kindly to unmute yourself and announce your beautiful holy name so we can welcome you on Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Nirvat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindash Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call every day, Prabhuji. Welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. All glories to Assembled devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for your association. Thank you for blessing Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call every day, Mataji. Welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashmati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mata, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you every day for your beautiful chanting of Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep giving us your association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devdasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you, Mataji. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your beautiful services that you do unconditionally, Mataji. Thank you for your association. Welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare
Nice to see you.
Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji, my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I'll be so fortunate if you, give your darshan. There you are, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I don't see her. Where is Mataji? Thank you so much for your beautiful blessings on Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please continue with your praise. Hare Krishna. Welcome.
Hare Krishna Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharajas, all glories to all the assembled devotees, and especially to you, Mataji. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha every day. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, we will soon have His Holiness's association. He's none other than our beloved Candramauli Swami Maharaj, who is going to be joining us shortly. Before he joins, with your kind permission, I'll go ahead and share his brief bio. So, His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj is a disciple of ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and he's also an initiating spiritual master within the ISKCON movement. Now, Maharaj was born in New Jersey in 1947. Maharaj came in contact with the International Society of Krishna Consciousness in Denver, Colorado at the age of 24. In 1973, he began practicing Krishna consciousness in New York City, and shortly thereafter began serving at New Vrindavan Farm Community in West Virginia. Now, that same year, he received initiation from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. In 1986, His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj accepted the sannyas order, and he began preaching in Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio. In 1995, he began serving as a resident sannyasi in Chicago, where he was based until 2013. And then he relocated to Karlovac, that's in Croatia, Europe. Now, at present, Maharaj offers a spiritual guidance around Europe, USA, and India. Maharaj has also written a book called Krishna's Way, Natural Living, about the importance of Varnashrama Dharma and spiritual ecology. So that was a brief bio of His Holiness Chandramauli Swami Maharaj. But devotees, feel free to continue to announce your name, and we will wait for Maharaj to join.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to our wonderful Guru Maharaj, and all glories to the assembled devotees. This is Prahlad Nrsingadev Das from Kolkata, India.
Hare Krishna, Prahlad Narasingha Prabhuji. What a beautiful name. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Prabhuji. Welcome. So is Chandramauli Swami Maharaj your Guru Maharaj?
Yes, Mataji.
Wonderful, wonderful. How blessed you are. Maharaj will be joining shortly. Welcome, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
Sure.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devi Dasi. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your beautiful recitation and wonderful services.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Mata, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. All glories to your beautiful services and silently, always there, always to help Mataji. All glories to you, Mata. Thank you for being with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavats Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vadna from Atlanta, Mataji. Beautiful Shishtachkam prayer recitation, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. It's association of such beautiful disciples like yourself, Vaishnavis like yourself, that it makes the platform so nice every morning. It will be so wonderful to see everybody. You know, instead of seeing the black boxes, if I could take darshan of all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis that have joined, we all will be so elated. Hare Krishna, Mata. Thank you for joining. We're still waiting for His Holiness to join, so don't hesitate to unmute yourself and announce your name.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. All my Dandavat pranams to all the assembled devotees on the call. This is Harita from Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep giving us your association every day. Welcome, Mata.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
After you, Mataji, go ahead. I'll wait. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada Gurudev ki jai. Vrinda from Atlanta, Paniyati.
Ribol Vrinda Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call all the way from the beautiful Dham, Mataji. Please give us some of your blessings from there. Hare Krishna, Mata. Welcome.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is Amit from the west coast of Canada. Thank you. Very happy to be part of the group. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Amit Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances, Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Prabhuji. Please keep joining us. Hare Krishna. Is it, have you been joining recently or you've been joining for a while?
Quite recently, Mataji.
Quite recently. Wonderful. And are you specially joining for His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj's lecture, or you join every day?
I join every day for his lecture. I actually join his lectures. Actually.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for giving us your association. Let's welcome Amit Prabhuji to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call by chanting 3 times Haribol. Haribol.
Haribol.
Haribol. Surely don't hesitate to spread the word around of Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. It has helped so many people across the globe. Thank you for your association, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji, for the warm welcome.
Very welcome, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Maharaj should be joining shortly. Is there anybody else who would like to share their name with us? Maharaj join? Oh. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you. All glories to all our Maharajas. Thank you for your wonderful association on Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Maharaj. Whenever you are ready, you can take the call over. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Name Brahma Kulat Pranam Kula Daivam Nachatmajaha Nastriyo Namahi Rajyam Nadaras Chati Varlabaha. Maharaj Katvanga thought, not even my life is dearer to me than the Brahminical culture, and the Brahmins were worshipped by my family. What then is to be said of my kingdom, land, wife, children, and opulence? Nothing is dearer to me than the Brahmanas. Purport. Maharaj Katvanga, being in favor of Brahminical culture, wanted to utilize one's moment's time. Drop it down, can't see what it says. Wanted to utilize one's moment's time by fully surrendering unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is worshipped with this prayer. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Absolute Truth, Krishna, who is the well-wisher of the cows and the brahmanas, as well as the living entities in general. I offer my repeated obeisances to Govinda, who is the pleasure reservoir of all the senses. A devotee of Krishna is very much attached to Brahminical culture. Indeed, an expert personality who knows who Krishna is and what he wants is a real Brahma. Brahmana Janatiti Brahmana. Krishna is the Param Brahma, and therefore all Krishna conscious persons who are devotees of Krishna are exalted Brahmanas. Kadvanga Maharaj regarded the devotees of Krishna as the real Brahmanas and the real light for human society. One who desires to advance in Krishna consciousness and spiritual understanding must give the utmost importance to Brahminical culture and must understand Krishna, Krishnaya, Govindaya. Then his life will be successful. Umagyantimirandasya Ganajana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvase Sasunyavadi Mastyatya Devi Satarine Vancha Kalpa Tarubhischa Vipa Sindhu Paevacha Titanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. It's a very prayer that we recite every day. When we offer prasadam to the Lord, we recite this prayer 3 times as part of the offering. It's a very essential prayer to understand. What does it say here? Krishna. It's all of, he's the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmins and all living entities at the same time. And he who gives pleasure to the senses, Govinda. So Brahminical culture is real human culture. It's not like it is something extraordinary and it just appears at a certain time. Without Brahminical culture, there is no real culture in the world. Because Brahminical culture is the foundation for spiritual culture. Without Brahminical culture, spiritual culture does not develop. And Brahminical culture are the principles by which society functions. Therefore, we have four, what we say, activities of the human society. Aside from the Purusharthas, which is Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha, there are four classes of men. Chaturvarnya, Maya, Shrista, Guna, Karma, Vibhaga, Saha. That verse spoken by Krishna himself says that he establishes the culture within human society and the divisions within that culture for the synchronization or the organization on the social and spiritual social and religious function of human culture, which consists of the Brahmanas, the Vaishyas, the Kshatriyas, and ultimately the Sudras. All four are necessary for a holistic society. Today's society has no culture. People chase after money as the goal of life. Therefore, as it says, Kalo Sudra Sambhavan. Everybody in this age is born Sudra because their goal is to make money. And that's not only Sudra, that can be even less than Sudra. There are those who work in a certain way to provide for society. People will not follow their different, what we say, swadharmas or proclivities if money is not given. Therefore, people are not motivated by spiritual, or we might say religious and human values. They're motivated by economic gain. Economic gain is not the motivation by which a society, because economic gain can be had at any time, at anywhere, simply by a little effort. That will come automatically. But society functions when these four activities or four types of people work in a synchronizing way. The Brahmins are the teachers. The Brahmins, Brahma, what is the four activities of the Brahmas? 6 activities, actually. Patan, Yajan, Dana Pratikyaha, Patan Pajan, to know the scriptures, to teach the scriptures. Yajan, to worship the deity form of the Lord, Arsha Vigara form, and to teach others to do the same who are qualified to learn. And Brahma Pratigyaha, Dana Pratigyaha means to give in charity and to accept charitable gifts. These are the 4 activities. Now we have people who carry Brahmin threads around, but what do? They drive a rickshaw or they work in a factory. Just because you have a Brahmin thread doesn't mean you're a Brahmin. You can buy that thread anywhere. As Prabhupada said, a 2-cent thread doesn't make you a Brahmin. It's your activities and your characteristics which make you a Brahmin. And therefore, it is described that the Brahmins are the heads of the society. They guide the society. Just like we have a human body and there's different parts of the body. The Brahmins are synonymous with the head. Without the head, the body is dead. Without Brahminical culture, there is no life to human culture. Everything is topsy-turvy and upside down. And things go on simply by some false form of economic arrangements to facilitate the greediness of the big people who control all of the resources in society. And people have to work hard and get a little bit from their work, in which they lose anyway, when they have to spend it for basic needs, which are available automatically by God's arrangement. So, yeah, so the Brahmins are important. The Kshatriyas, they carry out the activities of Brahminical guidance. Without the Kshatriyas, without the arms or the force to make the teachings, the guidance of the Brahmins effective, then we have no substance either. But Kshatriyas are most important in the sense that they make things happen. They are the leaders, they are the organizers. They organize society accordingly, and they are also martial spirited. They give protection to others. They protect generally the Brahmins, they protect the cows, they protect women, they protect children, they protect people who are elderly, who require protection, and they also protect the temples, the deities. They're protectors. They're not aggressors, but when it's time to fight, they can fight very effectively. They're trained in that way. So that is the leaders in our society. Nowadays, we don't have that. When somebody takes the post of a president or a king, he's not really qualified because he doesn't do anything. He sends the troops into the field and he sits behind a computer, smoking cigarettes and giving orders. That's all. He doesn't do anything. He's not really a Kshatriya. He's actually a Sudra at best, because he doesn't know, just because he thinks he's organizing everything. No, he has to be there to carry out the activities. The Kshatriyas collect taxes, but they never keep anything for themselves. All the tax money goes back into the society for the upliftment of the society, for whatever is needed for people and their livelihood, or for the society to progress in different areas of development. Then you have the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas, Rishis, go Rishis, in other words, they take care of cows, they do banking, they do commerce, trade, and they are the breadbasket of society. They provide food for the world. They are the farmers also. Without food, there is no development of human life, because food is essential for everyone. And they're the providers. And they work under the care of the Kshatriyas, who are guided by the Brahmins. And they may also take a portion of the activities that they perform for their personal welfare, but they give back a large portion for the rest of society. They are the Brahman. And they take care of cows. It says here, Krishna is the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmanas. So Krishna's Govinda. He's not a Vaishya, but he takes care of cows. He plays the role of a Vaishya when he comes to this world. He plays the role of a Kshatriya when he comes to this world also. He was fighting against the various demonic forces, leading his armies also. Krishna played the role of a Kshatriya. Krishna played the role of a Brahmana. When he became Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was born in a Brahminical family. So the Supreme Lord takes the role of these different sectors of society in order to teach also, in order to provide society what is needed when he comes to the material world. That's Krishna. And one of the main things when he was here, he performed his activities as a cowherd boy. So he took care of cows. So we can understand how important cows are. in the sense that cows provide the backbone of the economic foundation of human society. Not only, and they are also important for spiritual activities, worship, cow dung, cow urine, milk, cheese, so many things, yogurt, is all provided by the cow. The cow gives nourishment to the human society. Cow asks very little. She walks on the fields. Her hooves fertilize the fields, which makes the fields fertile for growing grains and vegetables. Cow dung is used for cooking. Cow dung is used for heating. Cow dung is used for medicine. Now, cow provides so much. So the Bhagavatam explains that without cow care, cow protection, Brahminical culture does not manifest. And that's mentioned in the 17th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. How essential society is dependent on cows. But now, what do we have? We have a demoniac society who thinks that cows are just food for the human culture and a way to make economic gains by opening up slaughterhouses and selling meat to people in general, which is really bad for their health. So you have to understand, we're living in a very demoniac world today. If you understand this, that the leaders, the society in general, it is upside down. People are greedy, avaricious, envious, and always fighting for more and more material things. But devotees understand what is real culture, what is real organization based on what the teachings that come from Krishna through the Bhagavad Gita and through the spiritual master when he speaks about what Krishna wants in the form of a lifestyle that is conducive to fulfill the needs of the human being. And that is Varnashram. These four Varnas, Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Sudras, they help out. They do different kinds of services. They're expert at arts and crafts. They're also a very big, important part of a society. When things are working in this order, and when they're engaged in devotional service, then it becomes spiritual Varnashram. Prabhupada, when he first came, he wanted to establish Varnashram in the world, but he saw the world was so upside down that he figured it's not possible. I'll just spread the glories of the holy name. But after being in America, while in preaching in 1974, he changed, completely changed, and he said, now we have to establish this Varnashram. And if we don't establish this Varnashram, we're going to find ourselves, as society starts to deteriorate, more and more as lost for the basic things that we need. It's already predicted in the Bhagavatam that soon, within so many years, there'll be a shortage of food, including milk, grains, wheat, rice. All of these things will be very difficult to get. And even water, you get good, clear, fresh, purified water will be hardly possible. So because society now doesn't care about people, all they care about is, when I say they, I'm talking about those who control these different elements in society, the businessmen, the politicians, the philanthropists. They have no idea on how to live a human society, because what is missing is God consciousness. Without God consciousness, you have what we say, a barbarian society. People live simply for the animal propensities of life, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, and making different arrangements to fortify eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So Srila Prabhupada really pushed. He said it 3 times. He said, build these farms, farms, farms. He said it 3 times. There's only 2 statements that he said 3 times. He said, distribute books, distribute books, distribute books, develop farms, develop farms, develop farms. These things he said a few times, 3 times. No other statement can compare to those. He never said anything else 3 times. And we know from literary embellishments that are taught in Shastra. What is that? That when you say something 3 times, it's not a matter of, well, maybe, perhaps, it could be. This is it. It's an absolute principle. It's the emphasis makes the statement absolute. So Prabhupada has pushed it. And so he wanted these farms so we could develop an ashram and to live free from this soul-killing civilization, which is getting worse and worse and worse. I'm speaking like this now because things are becoming really, really bad. And soon things will be so bad that people will be rioting in the streets. And it's about to come. It's already happening in places in the world, especially in America. The news does not pick up on these things because they don't want this thing to be public. They want to control it without making it public. It's really starting to become what is called, the society is in a free fall now. The leaders don't know what to do. All they know how to do is to continue to go in the same way they're going. But there's no solution in that. So Prabhupada is giving us everything. Get these farms. And he said, grow food, keep cows, and use cows for economic development, use cows for spiritual worship. The cow is the embodiment of all of the demigods. The cow gives substances that can be used in worship for the deity. It's called Panchagavya. We actually bathe the deity in cow urine and in cow dung. Can you imagine putting urine and dung on a deity? Why? Because that urine and dung is so pure that it's not like anything else of any other animal's urine and dung. It's pure. Therefore, the cow is represented as the pinnacle of Brahminical culture. But the society just sees it as an economic gain, so they can make more money by killing it, sending it to the slaughterhouse, and raping it and getting as much milk as they can, and then using that for another economic development. You might say, yes, they're providing something in society, but not what quality is that what they're providing. The quality is very, very low. And that's not the way to give it. If you take the care of the cow will give you 10 times more than she normally gives. We have one cow in one of our farms. She's 18 years old and she's still giving milk. Can you imagine? 18-year-old cow still giving milk because she's happy. She's being taken care of her whole life by devotees. Usually a cow lives up to 20 years and they usually don't give milk beyond 6 or 7 years, but this cow is 18 years still giving milk. So we have to understand things through the Vedic scheme, not through the materialistic scheme that is more or less geared on profit. That's all it's geared on. Profit, whatever makes a profit, do it. And even the ordinary people are caught up in that. I was just watching a video yesterday where he was showing that in nature, everything is there. People are starting to rediscover that, hey, why am I buying stuff in the stores, which are so polluted, so full of chemicals, and people are getting sick? Now they're starting to look. Yeah, everything is in nature. God has provided, and in a pure form, too. You might have to work with it a little bit, but it's there. And that's God's arrangement. God gives you food, God gives you air, God gives you, what else? He gives you
Water.
Huh?
Water.
Water. Yeah. Well, where is the clear streams now? You can't find them. Maybe in some remote areas, that's all. Anyway, I don't want to, overemphasize this, but we still need to, I think we need to wake up. Tomorrow I'm going to give a class with my regular group on from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam about what is really a solar eclipse. Yesterday we had a solar eclipse, and it went from London all the way down to Spain, and Spain got the brunt of it. But they don't know what it is. Bhagavatam tells you what it is. And I'm not going to speak too much about it. All I'm going to say is tomorrow, those who are interested, you can come on my class. It starts at 12 o'clock UK time. Or, yeah. Now it's, that may be a little difficult for those who are on this particular line who are not part of my Zoom call. But if you come, you'll find we'll speak about something really clear and interesting. It's straight from Srimad Bhagavatam. It's nothing concocted, nothing, what we say, screwed out from some meaning. It's going to be all about what we experienced yesterday, and people don't know what they experienced yesterday. And they have different opinions of what they experienced yesterday. So even amongst themselves, they can't agree what it is. And according to Bhagavatam, it's completely different than what they experience, and that'll be explained tomorrow. And it's interesting too, because it indicates something very, very powerful. Okay. I'll stop here. We can open it up for questions. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha, Sigatitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya, Namo Namaha. Krishna is not a politician. He's not a stockbroker. He takes care of cows. And he kills demons.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful class. And you so beautifully said he's not a stockbroker, he kills the demons. That's why we chant the holy name, to kill the demons within our heart. Wonderful to hear, Maharaj, that you'll be giving a class tomorrow of solar eclipse, but I think here in America, the time difference might not allow people to join. It will be midnight, something. So I don't know, later after the class, if you want to speak a few lines about it.
It's only America, you're only 5 hours behind us.
But 12 at night?
Eastern Standard Time is 5 hours behind us.
It's 12 p.m. UK time, I think.
12 o'clock noon.
Okay. So it's 7.
Yeah.
7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
Central Standard Time is 6 o'clock in the morning. Mountain Standard Time 5, and Pacific Standard Time 4. So it's an 8-hour span close to the United States, but for those on the East Coast, it's only 5 hours difference. Starts at noon every day.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for sharing. His Grace Prahlad Narsimha Prabhu has already shared the WhatsApp link there. So if anybody would like to join, the link is there. You can join tomorrow at 6 a.m. CST Standard Time. If that's what you want.
It's coming right from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
About the same time, Mataji.
Can you go to gallery? I can't seem to get the gallery from where I am. Okay.
gallery of seeing the devotees that have joined here?
Gallery means you can see all the devotees.
Yeah, that you have to do it from your screen.
No, the host can do that, Mataji.
Now let me see. All right, I think I got it now. No, I didn't get it yet.
Yeah.
I had it, Mataji.
Yeah, there it is.
Can you go to gallery, Mataji?
I got
Yeah,
it.
I've done that.
Yeah,
We
but
have,
Maharaj should do it from his side,
Yeah,
Mataji.
Sabrina.
So now it's still not visible, Mataji?
Oh,
Oh,
He said he got it.
Guru Maharaj is saying he's got it.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
There are 76 participants. It'll be great if everybody could turn their camera on so Maharaj can see everybody. Then he will know who have joined and who hasn't. And please don't hesitate to raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask the question while Maharaj is here.
Yeah, please ask questions because this verse is very fundamental to our livelihood. Without cow care, without Brahminical culture, society is just animal society at best.
Amit Prabhuji, I see you have a question. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Just to start things off, I guess I raised my hand.
You're in the dark.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. start for me, Maharaj. Didn't want to turn all the lights on. My father is here, so.
Oh, you're on the west coast of America, huh?
Canada, yes, yeah. So Maharaj, this verse talks about the Brahminican culture. I was, grateful to be born in a Brahmin family. Our lineage is through sage Vishwamitra. But historically, like I have seen how this was also abused in India, as you see, like with the caste system, and the abuse by even the Brahmins and the higher caste. So we see a lot of clashes. We see a lot of pushback against the Varna system. How do you envision in the contemporary society that we could have a successful Varna system where it's respected and people are treated better than we did in the past?
We're doing that in our society. We're establishing the Ashram colleges where those who are qualified, which are the present Brahmins within our society, are educators. And through that educational process, they teach the different skills and activities of the different Varnas. And second part is by the teaching, there's an evaluation program. This is all explained by Srila Prabhupada. Based on the evaluation program, one is designated accordingly. So unless there is training and education, it won't be really functionable because Kali Yuga has overshadowed all of the different Varnas and has presented Sudra Varna as the main Varna. That's why in the Shastras, according to Kali Yuga, it says Kalo Sudra Sambhavan. Everyone, no matter who you are, you're born Sudra. If you say you're born in a Brahminical family, that doesn't make you a Brahmin. Because you have to act as a Brahmin and you have to show the characteristics of a Brahmin. Then you're designated accordingly, not by birth. It's not by janma, it's by karma.
Yeah. Which I can guarantee I have not behaved like a Brahmana in my life.
Yeah, because if you're working a job, that's Brahmins don't work for anybody.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Maharaji.
Well, we're working in a Western society, so we take up these compromise positions. But we should become Krishna conscious and then develop within that Krishna consciousness these different what we say, varnas, and then use them in the service of the Lord and for the benefit of people in general. So, I mean, we don't tell you, you know, don't live. You have to get some kind of livelihood. But at the same time, you should also move towards the spiritual essence where you can develop these qualities and use them in service of Krishna. And when it's organized, when the four varnas are working in a coordinated way, then society exponentially, or what we say, unlimitedly develops, because everyone is working according to their nature and everyone is providing according to their nature. And everyone is working in a conjunctual way. Everyone is dependent on the other varnas for their activities also. If there's nobody to lead, then what is the Kshatriyas? If there's nobody to feed, then what is the rest of society? Everyone is providing. But at the same time, they're providing accordingly to the education that they receive in order to understand where they fit in within the system. Everyone can fit in.
Yeah,
that's all.
Well, living in the States, you probably are quite aware. It's just capitalism at work. It's kind of destroying the very fabric.
It's destroying the earth too. You know, you're on the West Coast. There's so many calamities on the West Coast. Forest fires, always happening on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm not far from them. Yeah.
Drought. So many. Why do these things happen? Because people are sinful. And the nature, earth is God's representative to give people what they need. But if we exploit nature, then she will punish us. That's why she's called Mother Nature. Earth is called Mother. So if you slap your mother, she's going to do something to get back at you. Just to teach you, you should respect your mother according to how that respect should be given.
Thank you.
The earth is Krishna's wife.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your wonderful question. We have Sridevi Mataji. Where did you go?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Nina. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your divine grace. Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada really wanted us to become self-sufficient, have farm communities, and raise our children nicely, Kriyasas especially, and live simply, and just become Krishna conscious, save time for Krishna consciousness. But so many of us work in the cities. Our livelihoods are in the cities. Our work is in the cities. And
you're going to keep going until you can't do it anymore.
Huh?
Look at the quality of life now. It's really bad. People are sick, poison in the atmosphere, food, water, everything. Noise, crime, it's everywhere. War, pestilence, disease, calamities, worldwide. Why? It's not due to some kind of mismanagement. That's just a side thing. It's due to one thing, sinful activities. Why plug into a society that's sinful? People are sinful. We're trying to pull away from that and create Krishna consciousness in that same society where we can show people this is how you live based on your relationship with the Supreme Lord, who is the ultimate provider and protector of all living entities. We're trying to teach people that God is part of every part of existence, but they have pushed him out and they're using, what would they say, material ideas in order to somehow or other screw out some kind of lifestyle. which is not even healthy. You go into houses nowadays, they got all of these 5Gs, the EMF radiation is there. People are slowly getting sick. They don't even aware that this EMF is actually taking down their health. It happens. People feel tired. People get headaches. People have strange dreams. It's all due to EMF, and then people actually get sick. So we're living in a society that's killing people and killing the earth at the same time, all because of one thing, money. They think money is the goal. What can money do if you get sick? You can use your money to try to get healthy again. That's the best use of the money. But why get unhealthy just by trying to earn money?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I remember you saying you lose your health chasing after money, and then you lose all your money chasing after health. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
If you just do a little statistical research, you'll find more than 60% of the United States population is sick. That's 60% of the US population has what we say really serious illnesses. And I'm getting all of these updates from these other news sources, and I get them every day, and they're just showing me how bad people are, how much people are suffering. But these updates are offering alternatives, which is really another form of the same problem. We have the solution. We depend on Krishna. We don't have to depend on anyone to take care of us. Krishna is the provider, protector, and maintainer of all living entities. And he's provided everything in nature. Everything is there. Medicine is there. Food is there. Water is there. Air is there. Sunshine is there, which gives happiness and liveliness to the living entities. God, if we just live according to God's plan, it becomes easy. But we won't do it because we can't see how to make the change. Therefore, either we're going to have to do it or we're going to be forced to do it. And tomorrow I'll reveal some things that I'm not going to reveal today. Because it has to do with what I just said. And it's not just coming from me, it's also coming from a lot of other what we say resources. How things are deteriorating fast. And anyone who imagines things are going to get better and get back to the way we want it, forget it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Thank you, Maharaj.
It's going one day. It's going one way. Everything is deteriorating materially, and people are struggling. They can't even maintain what they used to do, what they maintained early or naturally, now takes twice as much effort and resources to do the same thing. I mean, I could go through this all day on this because every aspect of society is collapsing. The airline industry, that's going down. They're squeezing everybody for as much money as they can get. You don't have to take my word for it. All you have to do is try to book a flight. You'll see. So anyway, I don't like to be seen as a doomsday prophet, But the writing is on the wall. It's on the wall. We're starting to see it. And Prabhupada predicted it. And he said, farms, farms, farms. Said it. That's the only thing aside from, he said, books, books, books. Distribute books, get farms.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. We had Daria Mataji. You had raised your hand for a while. Are you still there, Mataji?
Who?
Yes.
Oh, there you are.
Hare Krishna.
Go
Sorry,
ahead with
I'm
your
turning
question,
off
Mata.
the camera because the internet is not stable. Hare Krishna,
That's
Guru
fine.
Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Thank you very much for the nice lecture. I was actually listening to one of my friend, and she has 2 questions, if it's okay to ask those.
Of course.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for your lecture. My name is Bhakti Yamuna, and Daria was very kind. She invited me to come to the lecture, and the topic is very dear to my heart as well. According to Varnashram and the farm communities, and I'm seriously thinking that it's really the best way to live since around 3 years. So I would like to prepare myself in the best way possible to live on farm communities. And I wanted to ask you, like nowadays we see that in ISKCON history, so many farm communities failed. And I wanted to ask you how to prepare ourselves to be able to do something like that sustainably, like
Well,
not to just
the reason
open
why
up something and then
we were idealistic. We didn't really understand what it meant to live in that environment and develop it, and what do we say, in a progressive way. So there's a pattern that one has to follow. And that, of course, the first thing is land, of course, and well, people who are committed to living in that environment. And doesn't mean that everyone has to be a farmer. There are many other occupations that people can engage in that is also necessary, such as cooking, cleaning, doing maintenance work, building houses. Uh, Also, yeah, even having internet or computers, that can also be there. It's not that we have to throw these things out. They can be used for Krishna consciousness. But where do we made the big mistake is we brought cows in at the beginning. And you can't start off by bringing cows and then all of a sudden think you have a farm. You have to first create enough agriculture that feeds everyone on the farm, plus and the supply that will use to feed the animals also. So we were trying to maintain cows without having enough, what we say, food and other items that cows need in order to, what we say, live. And therefore, a lot of times we put too much emphasis and too much attention simply on having cows. It's all about agriculture. Prabhupada said agriculture first. Then as you establish agriculture, you worship the Lord. As you worship the Lord and develop the food supply that is needed for the inhabitants on the farm, and gradually, I use the word with emphasis, you bring in cows, and then they will help to move things forward in the area of agriculture and in the area of worship also. So that's one of the reasons why we did it. And a lot of people who went onto the farms, they weren't adept at living in that lifestyle. So they couldn't make the transition. And a lot of times we got land that wasn't what we say arable. And they tried to really work hard to make it arable. spent a lot of time, money, and energy, and prepared to understand what it is. Now, all the information is out. I have a lot of periodicals now. I have a beautiful book that tells you how to do it step by step by step. And also another book, How to Establish Varnashram, step by step by step. Both of these books, one is Farm Communities and Varnashram, and the other one is Varnashram itself. And the devotees have done a lot of work, a lot of research with Prabhupada's instructions, from instructions coming from other acharyas, and examining where we made mistakes, and now things are moving forward. It's not an easy thing to start.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, once it starts,
Yeah.
you can, it becomes self-perpetuating once you get it going. So I would.
So I will definitely have a look at these books, I think, because sorry?
Yeah, go upstairs. In my, I have some books in that little thing. There's one that's a big fold out like this. And there's another one that says 4 steps, 4 easy steps to establish Varnashram. Yeah. I'm going to show you these 2 books, which I think are quite complete in getting started in these areas. So my assistant just went upstairs to get the books.
That's very kind. Thank you so much. And sorry?
Continue.
You can continue, Mataji, if you have your question.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Keep your video on so you
can I continue?
Yes, continue, Mataji.
Yeah, our internet is
so Maharaj, their internet is coming in and out. So if they put the video on, it's
unstable.
So
usually we
keep your
books. And my second question is.
Keep your video off. I can hear your question.
Sorry. Yes, thank you. So my second question is regarding to Varnashram. I'm going to continue my studies as a kindergarten and primary school teacher, and as a thesis, I want to put something together where we and especially Varna, like to emphasize how children really should be taught in their nature. And do you have some suggestions as well?
This is how to do it here, this particular book. It's put out by the devotees of Bhakti Raghava Swami, who is the leader in the Varnashram in ISKCON. It's called Make Vrindavan Villages Global Initiatives Daivi Varnashram. It's like that, and it's nicely arranged with pictures and graphs, and step by step on how to bring it about, with many statements by Srila Prabhupada. This is by my godbrother Raninath Vasu. 4 simple steps to reestablish Varnashram. This is really interesting. Before you can establish Varnashram, you have to have education. And who you're going to educate? The first ones you educate are the Kshatriyas, because they are the administrators in society.
Mataji, were you able to take a note of it?
This is and he has a website.
I took notes. Yes, thank you so much.
He has a thing called, you can write this down, speakingaboutvarnashram.com. Go to that website and you'll get a lot of information. Speaking about Varnashram.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, speaking about Varnashram the 3 words are all capitalized. The rest of the word it's regular writing with capitalization on the first letter of each of the words. Speaking about vanashram.com. It's really a nice book. I gobbled it up. It was really good. And he's good.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Yeah, Satyarup Maharaj is also Shesha, Satyarup Maharaj, and there's a lot of other books now starting to hit the airways about these things. One about Gita Nagari that just came out also. Tomorrow I can tell you about what's happening that you don't know about. You'll learn about sooner. If you live in Europe, you'll be affected by it, especially. There's a lot of things going down in fast. There hasn't been any rain in Europe in the last 2.5 months. You know that. You're in Switzerland, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There hasn't been rain in I'm in London. London is a country that always rains. It hasn't rained in 3 months in London. Can you imagine that?
No.
3 months. And the temperatures are Celsius, 36, 38 degrees. Today is 38 degrees Celsius.
My God.
No rain. And people are being fined if they use water for washing their cars or watering their lawns. Because nature's withholding.
Maharaj, yeah. In your book, Krishna's Way, that I was reading before, we heard about this miracle, like that this big drought was there, and then you were chanting with the television, and it was really touching me. And I was thinking of asking the devotees to chant together, or what would your strategy be?
Chanting together, we want everyone to chant together, of course. We're encouraging everyone to chant, but people won't come together unless there's a crisis. Right now, we want to encourage them to take up Krishna consciousness sincerely, and chant as much as possible. But when crises happen and people start to organize and try to do something to push back the crisis, that's happening. Nina?
Yes, Maharaj.
Go to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 14. This explains everything, this one verse. Sri Devi, read the verse.
Give me 1 second, Maharaj.
3:14.
Second.
I can't see anything on the screen. It's just black.
Oh,
Okay, if I try, Mataji?
yes.
Yeah, it is still loading, Mataji. That's why it's black.
Is it visible now?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
3 Bhagavad Gita 3:14. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad annasambhavah yajnad bhavati parjanyo yajna karma samudbhavah. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed duties. Purport. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, a great commentator on the Bhagavad Gita, writes as follows.
Start the Supreme Lord here.
Okay, start from the Supreme Lord, who is known as Yajna Purush, or the personal beneficiary of all sacrifices, is the master of all the demigods who serve him as the different limbs of the body serve the whole. Demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varuna are appointed officers who manage material affairs, and the Vedas direct sacrifices to satisfy these demigods so that they may be pleased to supply air, light, and water sufficiently to produce food grains. When Lord Krishna is worshipped, the demigods, who are different limbs of the Lord, are also automatically worshipped. Therefore, there is no separate need to worship the demigods. For this reason, the devotees of the Lord who are in Krishna consciousness offer food to Krishna and then eat, a process which nourishes the body spiritually. By such action, not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, but the body becomes immunized to all contamination of material nature. When there is an epidemic disease, an antiseptic vaccine protects a person from the attack of such an epidemic. Similarly, food offered to Lord Vishnu and then taken by us makes us sufficiently resistant to material affection. And one who is accustomed to this practice is called a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, a person in Krishna consciousness who eats only food offered to Krishna can counteract all reactions of past material infections, which are impediments to the progress of self realization. On the other hand, one who does not do so continues to increase the volume of sinful action, and this prepares the next body to resemble hogs and dogs to suffer the resultant reactions of all sins. The material world is full of contaminations, and one who is immunized by accepting prasadam of the Lord, food offered to Vishnu, is saved from the attack, whereas one who does not do so becomes subjected to contamination. Food grains or vegetables are factually eatables. The human being eats different kinds of food grains, vegetables, fruits, etc. And the animals eat the refuse of the food grains and vegetables, grass, plants, etc. Human beings who are accustomed to eating meat and flesh must also depend on the production of vegetation in order to eat the animals. Therefore, ultimately, we have to depend on the production of the field and not on the production of big factories. The field production is due to sufficient rain from the sky, and such rains are controlled by demigods like Indra, sun, moon, etc., and they are all servants of the Lord. The Lord can be satisfied by sacrifices. Therefore, one who cannot perform them will find himself in scarcity. That is the law of nature. Yajna, specifically the Sankirtan Yajna prescribed for this age, must therefore be performed to save us at least from scarcity of food supply.
Ananbhavanti Bhutani Parjanya Amasambhavan. By sacrifice, the demigods are pleased, Krishna is pleased, and then they provide everything that people need to live. But who's performing sacrifice? Only the devotees. People are trying to take, we're trying to offer. So yeah, if you follow that, that's a key verse because it really says that we are dependent on higher powers for everything we need. But if we don't perform sacrifice, then the higher powers don't deliver. And the sacrifice in this age is Sankirtan Yajna.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of rains, Guru Maharaj, there's hardly been any rain. Mumbai is well known for being lashed with rain. But this time, hardly any rain has come.
It looks like it's all over the world. Europe is drying up. The Danube is hardly even flowing in different countries in Europe now.
But Chicago is flooded, Maharaj. Every other day there's a thunderstorm And there is tornado warning.
Where? Where?
Naperville. Chicago and Naperville. I mean, in Chicago.
Yeah, there's too much or not enough.
Yes, either it's too much or not enough. I used to live in Belgium, Maharaj, and it was so beautiful, the farm community there. And recently, last month, I went to Nashville, and the farm community is becoming like almost obsolete because it is so further inside. I mean, the cows, I found them so sickly. So I don't know if anybody would be visiting Nashville. If you don't hesitate to visit there and help if you
At
can.
the turn of the century in the United States, 80% of people worked on farms. Now it's 0.5%.
We have Raj Prabhu.
And they expect people to be happy.
Right.
Anyway, I think we discussed this quite sufficiently. Is there any other questions, Raj?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada in you. Guru Maharaj, thank you for the wonderful session. And as you described that if we slap Mother Earth, then Mother Earth will retaliate and give reaction. And as we were discussing that rain not on time and excessive rain, sometimes no rain, which is primarily called climate change nowadays. So you also explained about this solution, that the ultimate solution is farm community. But currently the government, Indian government, US government is also making efforts, like they are making different organizations to solve the problem of climate change. How seriously we should take all these initiatives?
Not at all. You want to climate change, just chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Yajna. When people are living in line with the teachings of the Lord, the earth and the demigods who work conjointly supply everything that people need. It's not a matter of bribing them. It's just how God set up the arrangement. Yajna produces, bhutani, the things you need. And in this age, the yajna is Sankirtan yajna. The government, just like, when it doesn't rain, so they send some airplanes up there to seed the clouds. And they put some chemicals in the atmosphere, which pollute the whole atmosphere anyway. I saw in one country, the sunflower seeds, which always face the sun, are not facing the sun. I saw it. They're drooping down because the sun's natural rays have been destroyed by all of these chemicals they throw in the sky. Call them chemtrails. That's another, attack on Mother Earth. They make a problem, and then they use a solution that doesn't work to solve the same problem they make, which causes another problem. And this statement is fortified by Prahlad Maharaj, where he says, the material problems attacked by material solutions are more problematic than the problems. Because material problems are due to people not living in line with the laws of God, the laws of nature. Anyway, I'm living in this one street here in London. The houses are so close together, it's pathetic. And the street is so narrow, you can only have one car coming down the street. It's a two-way street, but cars can only go one way at a time.
That's everywhere in Europe. It's so old.
Everything is, they're trying to make a civilization, but they're making a mess, that's all. And people think, well, I have some money, everything's okay. I remember when I used to go out on Sankirtan and we would work the whole weekend and we would just become exhausted and we wouldn't even keep up our spiritual practice. Sometimes we get sick. And then at the end of the weekend, we would think, well, at least we made some money anyway. And I realized that's not the way to think.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I asked this question because I am also going to be part of this ecosystem. So the firm which I am working for is trying to solve climate change by recycling e-waste. So how seriously I should take my job? That's what my primary question was.
Recycling what?
Recycling electronic waste.
Well, what will that do?
That will lead to less of consumerism because we will recycling the resources, especially deriving from electronic devices, and then reusing them.
They're going to take them and redesign them and make more electronic devices from it?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Then they're just creating the problem again, that's all, and it's wasting time by doing all this, putting time, money, energy, and effort in creating something of the same nature.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Tell them to chant Hare Krishna. I mean, you're in India. People they know that Krishna is God, at least some of them do. And they can, if you preach about Krishna, it's not like out of the ordinary. Tell them Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya to teach us. If you want to be happy, chant Hare Krishna. If you want the earth to somehow or other work according to its natural arrangement, then we should worship God, not worship electronic parts.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, definitely. I'll try my best, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. You do it. You can do it. Krishna will give you the intelligence.
Yes, thank you, Guru Maharaj.
You're going to be exposed to a lot of EMF, aren't you?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
That's dangerous.
I'll try to I'll try to delegate those things to someone else.
So you want to kill somebody else instead of yourself. That's not very nice. It's not like, well, as long as you suffer and I don't, everything's okay. No, it's not like that. We don't like to be the cause of other people's suffering just so we can avoid suffering.
So,
not
Guru Maharaj,
that's not
whatever you suggest, I'll follow that.
Try working at it and see how it goes, and see where you can inject Krishna consciousness in it. You can say, you can start a prayer group amongst your colleagues, that some part of the day they all come together, maybe offer some prayers and chant a holy name. That would be a start, anyway.
Yeah. Yes, Guru Maharaj. I'll try that, Guru Maharaj. I'll try my best.
There's a one video called "The Girl Who Silenced the World." It's a 6-minute speech by this 12-year-old girl who just tore into all of the leaders of the world. You know, you're destroying everything that we need to live. We gave you the position to take care of us, and what are you doing? You're destroying everything. She's a 12-year-old girl. It's on video. She silenced everybody. Nobody said anything. They were completely stunned. She spoke so strongly. You're destroying the streams, you're destroying the air, you're destroying rivers, you're destroying lives. And you don't care, she said. She just told them, you don't care. You're just, selfish, ignorant people. That's basically what she said it in so many nice words. The girl who silenced the world was in Rio de Janeiro many years ago. She spoke. It was a conference on environmentalism. People from all over the world came. Yeah, it's just people are getting fed up now, and they're just making plans to get out of this entrapment and try to establish a lifestyle that's more conducive to living normally. But even that won't work unless people worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because without yajna, without worshiping the Lord, nothing will actually manifest in a real way. People have to become God conscious because that is the duty of the human form of life. That's what we're trying to teach people, become God conscious. And when you're God conscious, you won't pollute, you won't cause difficulty to others.
Got it, Guru Maharaj. I'll try to balance these things.
But I'm going to check on you when I get there.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you. Make sure you meet me. I'm on the 10th and the 11th of September.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I'll be there, Guru Maharaj.
Okay, so maybe Nina, what do you think? Should we continue or?
No, Maharaj, it's depending on your health. I mean, you took so many questions. We are forever indebted to you, Maharaj. Whatever you say. Is there any last minute questions or we can end the call? Maharaj seems exhausted.
Okay, we're right at the ending time, and you have other activities to perform, right, as a group, so we can move on.
Okay, we'll end the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
His Holiness
Candramauli Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai. Maharaj for the